Hey guys, welcome to the Foil Estate. This has been the Comic Foil. It is, very dark and spoopy out, but that's okay because it's October. It's the month of spookiness. Last time we were hanging out with both Lady Robin and Shadowblade, but we also picked up 2 new people on the cart. We're going to be getting characters very, very fast, actually, so please get those names in if you want to be a part of this. We have a Vestal here. Vestals, though not my favorite class, are probably the class that I would use the most often because they are the really good heroes. They are the clerics of the game. We got some single target heal. We have a Judgment, which is an attack that also heals the Vestal themselves a little bit. We have a party heal, and we have the Hand of Light, which is not a very powerful attack, but it is an attack, and it's kind of good against Holy, and it buffs the Vestal a little bit more. You're a Warrens Explorer, which means you're better off. You have better scouting chances in the Warrens. I'll explain what that is later. But you have a Fear of Mankind. You get stress faster from humans, and you have low accuracy from humans. I'm not so concerned about the accuracy because I don't plan to have a Vestal attack very much unless it's unholy. I'm not really going to be attacking people so much. So nobody specifically signed up to be a Vestal. So I do have 5 people on the list here who did not choose. So I'm going to make this Ginger K's. Ginger, welcome to the team. You are a very important... Oh, that did not take. Wait. It doesn't like your name, Ginger. There we go. Ginger K's, welcome aboard. There we go. Had to hit enter. We also have a Plague Doctor, which is another class that I like a lot. You'll recognize this one from the 11 War Weapons Masters on Oscar's channel. You have a lot of stuff that inflicts Blight. All characters have 7 possible skills, but when they arrive on the card, they know a random assortment of 4 of them. So you have Noxious Blast. I can Blight, which is this game's word for poison, somebody in the front row. Plague Grenade, where I can possibly blight 2 people in the back row. Blinding Gas, so I can try and stun 2 people in the back row. Or Disorienting Blast, where I can try and shuffle and stun the party. So you're a status effector. You're also a Cove Tactician. You get more damage when we go to the Cove, which is one of the areas. And Fading, so you have lower speed and lower dodge. Kind of important, but your name is not Villain, because that sounds mean. You are going to be the Cartoon Critic. Welcome aboard. Also, if you don't like how I decide to name you guys, I mean, a lot of you I'm just naming after the names of your accounts, but I can change their names at any time, so let me know and I'll try and remember to change things. Every character's resistances are a little bit different. They also have different camping skills that'll get in sometime, but you have Leeches, which is a great camping skill, Cartoon Critic. Once I get the guild and the blacks, well, especially the guild, I'll be able to not only level up the skills you have, but also teach you whichever skills that you don't have, which will be very important. But why don't we embark on a mission
of madness and morbidity? Your work begins.
Thanks. So, we are going to add the Red Hook. That's the name of this particular combination of classes. Let me just check. You can use this from the back row, this from the back row, this from the back row, this from the back row. So you are just fine in the back row there, Plague Doctor, Cartoon Critic. And yeah, you can use all of your moves from where you're standing, except for Hand of Light. I would have to move you forward to use the Hand of Light. That's okay, that's not really what I was planning on doing much. You're going to be fine right there, and of course I want Lady Robin in the front. So we have to pick a place to go. The main 4 places... Oh, okay, for our first mission it only makes 1 place available. We're going to go to the Ruins. So these are each, like, dungeon types, with the Darkest Dungeon being the scariest. We can go to the Darkest Dungeon right away, but check this out if I click on this. Right away people start being like, no, I don't want to do that. No, not me. Lady Robin seems pretty about it, though. Oh, Lady Robin's ready to go. Okay, let's go in the Darkest Dungeon. Just kidding, we're going to the Ruins. Our goal for this quest, this is a level 1 quest, and we are going to explore 90% of the rooms. It's good that it's level 1 because 2 of you are level 1 and the other 2 are level 0. We got some gold, we got some crests that we'll get for a reward, and we'll get our first trinket. So, without further ado, well, we have a little bit more ado.
Measured now in gold, later in blood.
So this is a little new for me. Shard dust. This wasn't in the game before. Cannot be used while virtuous. Interesting. And this is also new. A soothing tincture to inure one's mind against the horrors of the dark. Okay. Well, I need to get supplies. I like to over-prepare, honestly, which is why I'm going to get 12 copies of food. I'm going to get 2 shovels. 1 anti-venom should be good enough, because I don't think a lot of people can blight you while you're in there. And I'll take a key. I think that'll be good enough. Oh, no, torches. Torches are very important. Let us not forget torches. Okay, so I just spent 3,000 gold on supplies. I'm sure some of you guys who know this game are shaking your head like, why is he buying so many supplies? Your first expedition into the ruins of your ancestry. Be curious, be careful. So, the ruins is one of the major locations that I'm going to be going to again and again for missions, but these maps are procedurally generated, so things are going to be a little different each time, and I'm going to be taking different missions. Each one of these big squares is a room. The path between them are hallways. Every little square is basically a place where something can be or something can happen. So we need to explore 90% of the rooms. We need to go to 90% of the squares that it showed us. So we are going to start our journey towards this room through this hallway. Let's get the items ready to use. And let's see what's in here. We found an unburnt torch.
Waiting to be spent.
Stress is now a mechanic. They have stress underneath them here. If they get up to 100% stress, they will either get a very negative, I forget the word they use for it. Either something bad will happen where they get a huge debuff. Oh no, we got skeletons. Or it's possible that they can, like, hunker down and become virtuous, and that's, like, really lucky. So I'm gonna shoot this guy. Alright, and you have poison, so let's poison the front one and start them getting blighted. You are blighted. Good job, cartoon critic. Did anybody take damage yet? No, so I am going to use another attack, which I'm going to focus on this back one to try and kill them. You are dead.
Falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Corpses actually take up space for a little while, and they eventually decompose and get out of your way. That'll be a more important thing later. Since you're stunned... since you're blighted, I'm gonna try stunning you. This should work pretty well. I think this should hit. Yep, you are stunned, so you are going to die from the blight there.
Unforeseen.
And that's good. I'm gonna take this gold.
Unforgiving.
I really like the ancestor who talks. So that's my ancestor. As you know, I'm the comic foil. That's the karmic coil. The karmic foil is my ancestor here. He messed with things he shouldn't have messed with. We got a journal page, which is kind of used to fill out the lore a little bit. Blood-soaked pages torn from a journal. They are sleeping. I am kept from slumber. Wait, I need to use his voice. They are sleeping. I am kept from slumber by a distinct stream of whispers, as if carried by the currents and waves of the sea. I have not told them that most of my flesh has sloughed off, revealing a strange silvery membrane. I keep myself covered. They questioned me when I ate the meat raw at campfall, and found my response difficult to understand. I suppose it would be best to explain my condition when they awaken. Then they would be convinced of my urgency to leave and find aid in the hamlet. It's from a blood-soaked journal. I don't think that's supposed to be my ancestor. I don't know who that's supposed to be. The torch goes out over time. I'm going to use another torch to get that back up to 95. That expended one of my torches. This is why you have shovels.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Shovels are used to clear away obstacles. If you don't have them, you have to have them clear it by hand, which will usually stress them out and damage them. It might even get them, like, bleeding or something like that. So you want to have those shovels. Alright, so we have some bone soldiers here, and we also have a cultist. The cultist I'm going to want to try and take out quickly, because I do not care for them. Let's try a disorienting blast. Yes, not only did I stun the cultists, but I managed to shuffle them around and move them somewhere where they probably did not want to be. I'm going to do a grape shot, which is going to hit all three of these guys, but the cultist dodged it. That's annoying. Alright, that's a critical hit on Renauld. On Lady Robin. Yeah, I'm not going to heal Robin yet. Instead, I'm going to really try and take down this cultist. Cultists are annoying because they can cause a lot of status effects. Most importantly, they can stress you out, and I do not want to deal with stress. Good dodge. Good dodge. Alright, so the cultist is actually going to try and... Oh, good, you resisted it. The cultist was trying to move my Vestal Ginger forward, and that would be bad. Let's try another grape shot. Oh, you are dodging those grape shots. I did not think I would kill a skeleton before I killed the cultist, but that is fine. Let's get that cultist out of here. So I think... I'm pretty sure... Blight and... Does Blight and Bleeding happen at the beginning of your turn or after you make a move? I don't remember. So let's take this chance to heal Robin. There you go. Here comes the Graveyard Slash. I'm almost certain that that's supposed to be like a reference to, like, it was a Graveyard Smash. This game has, like, a really funny, sick sense of humor. Okay. Those effects happen before they take their move.
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Alright, if you have any questions, because there's a lot of mechanics for me, I'm trying to explain the mechanics of this game to people who aren't familiar, but it's very difficult to cover everything, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments, and of course, let me know if you want to be part of the mission. If I don't get to it, I'm sure other people will answer questions in the comments. Oh! Robin, your kleptomania is acting up.
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
So whatever was in that bag for me to take, you stole it, Lady Robin, and we'll never see it again. Shame on you. What kind of a lady does that? I thought you were a crusader, but that's okay. What this game shows you is that even the bravest of warriors have their foibles. Alright, we got a stressful incantation. So that's going to stress the critic out a little bit. As a critic, I'm sure you spend a lot of time being stressed out, so try not to worry too much. Let's do the same thing we did last time. Let's try and disorient you. Oh, you resisted the stun, but we didn't manage to move you. So that's good. Okay, nobody's damage is too bad, so let's get... This is only a 62% chance to hit, but I'm gonna... And is it super effective against Holy? No. So, let's go for it. 4 damage is good.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Alright, so Grape Shot wasn't really working for us for killing the cultists, so I'm gonna try and hit you a lot faster. That's 2 damage bleed, so that's not gonna be enough to kill them. Alright, some damage there. Yeah, gonna keep focusing, get rid of the cultist. I don't want to deal with it. Since it was bleeding, this corpse is actually going to slowly trickle down, and then it'll be out of the way. But as long as the corpse is here, this guy is still in the 3rd position. When the corpse disappears, he'll roll back up into 2nd position. This it all starts to make a lot of sense, I promise. So let's cut this first guy. This is a cultist brawler. So even though he's part of the cultist gang, he's not... He's not with them. Yeah, let's see if we got... Yeah, we got Bleed and Blight on this guy. He's going to take 7 damage next turn, so I don't need to worry about him anymore. The skeleton is now what I need to worry about. Also, if you bleed or blight to death, you don't leave a corpse, which is very strange, but that's what happens. Alright, Ginger, heal everybody up a little bit. I know that seems like a pitiful heal, but keep in mind that most characters don't have a lot of health to begin with, and it gets better. I promise it gets better. Let's stun. Can we have that stun? Yes, we can. Very good. And so bleeding is going to do very little. Yeah, look at, he has a bleed resistance of 200%, so it is very hard to make him bleed because he is a skeleton. Like, that makes sense, right? So let's shoot him.
Their formation is broken.
We don't need him to bleed.
Offensive.
We just need him to die. A chest with your family's sigil. Let's open it up. Oh, it was trapped. So you got blighted. Luckily, we have a anti-venom that the caretaker gave us at the beginning of the mission. So let's just keep on exploring. I'm getting a little stressed out here. I like to keep the torch very, very lit the whole time. Oh, was I able to see that?
The trap maker's art, his efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
You can heal yourself, but only in battle using the Vestal's skills. You can use food to heal yourself, but it doesn't heal very much, and also you kind of want to save food where you can. Different characters have different amount of scouting skills, so actually, Highwayman was able to determine that there's a trap coming up here. So, they're able to see the trap. If I just kept walking, I would walk right into that and somebody would get hurt, but I'm going to not do that. You have the best chance of disarming it, Shadowblade, so nope, did not disarm it. Oh, I'm sorry, friend.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Yeah, you're taking a lot of damage there, so let's keep the light up so that we don't get stressed out. You get stressed faster when it's dark. It's also more likely for enemies to get a surprise action on you because they sneak up on you. However, you get more rewards from enemies that you kill in the darkness, so something to think about. Who do I want to deal with first here? I think a lot of people don't like Grape Shot. I kind of like Grape Shot in these kinds of situations. And I'm going to start poisoning you because you have more health than the other guys, and this is going to do 4 points of health on each of your turns. Let's heal up Shadowblade, Ginger. Good job. Yeah, healing is a long process, which adds to how stressful this game can be. It really does. What do you have your debuff? Crits received chance. Oh, it's easier to crit you, so let's attack you. Didn't get a crit, but killed you pretty good. Smite is better on these unholy enemies like skeletons. We really got to do something about your health there. So we're going to try and get some blight on you there. And we're going to do the pistol shot and get rid of you. Good. Alright, the blight will take care of you then. You're going to die to the blight. Actually, I shouldn't have attacked there because he was taking 5 damage of blight. He would have died anyway. So I kind of wasted your turn. Sorry about that, Shadowblade. Alright. And what does that leave me with? I got a Zealous Accusation. Robin, I don't think you have anything that can hit past the second row, unfortunately. So, instead, I'm going to have you do the Bulwark. You are going to kind of attempt to take aggro here because you're marking yourself, and you got protection, so your defense is higher. It did not work, though. He still really wanted to attack Shadowblade, so they are going for the kill there. We will not let them have it. Nice crit.
This expedition at least promises success.
Alright, and what do we have here? A holy fountain. An ornate fountain of holy purport. I mean, that's gotta be good, right? Oh, yay, it healed you a little bit. Very nice. Very nice. That is a good thing. I'm also gonna have you eat some food. Not too much. We gotta save that. We don't know how long it's going to take to finish the dungeon. So I could either... I am here right now. I could either go back this way so that we can find any treasures and stuff that are in this hall. But I want to try and finish the mission faster instead, so we are going to go back the way we came. There are no traps or anything here. We already explored. It's very unlikely that enemies are going to show up in a place that you've explored already. I'm kind of remarking on every little detail that I see, but later on I will probably not mention as many things that happen. Oh, there's a lot of food here.
And baubles, paid for in blood.
Alright, so we are going to have a quick feast then. They can only eat so much food before they get full, so yeah, you can't just, like, buy a whole bunch of food and, like, heal yourself forever. It's not gonna work. Can I stack that? No. Alright, we're getting a little full here. What is this? Restore purity can also be applied to increase heroes' resistances. So that's good. We're also running low on torches, which is another reason why I'd like to kind of hurry this along. Here, hunger can set in at, like, completely random intervals. When you do that, you want to make sure that you have at least one food for every party member. It will heal them at least, but if hunger sets in and you cannot feed them, everybody gets massively stressed out. So that's a really good way to start ruining one of your runs. Okay, we did it. Let's keep exploring, because I feel like we can find some more. I want to see what's in this room. We're still in good shape. We want to see if there's any other treasures that we can pick up before we head home, because I'm playing the long game here. Alright, we're going to use our last shovel. Good thing that we brought 2. Anything nice in here? Maybe one more battle? Yep. Oh, and with 4 guys, including the courtier. He's kind of like the cultist in that he can cause a lot of stress, so I'm not a big fan of him. Alright, and what do you have here? Judgment? Let's see if we can judge the courtier and just get him the heck out of here. You can also crit heal, so that was pretty nice. That's what happened right there. This guy's really big, has 15 health. So does this guy back here, though, so I'm actually going to do a plague grenade on him. He resisted the blight. No fair. No fun. Let's stun you, big guy. Go for the stun. No, he resisted the stun. You're resisting all my effects. Stop that. Once again, they're going after Shadowblade. Now, don't worry too much about hitting 0. I mean, you certainly don't want to hit 0, but hitting 0 HP does not mean you automatically die. It means you're in peril and capable of dying. After that, every damage that you take, it basically rolls a die to determine a single die to determine whether or not you die. It is the die. Die. We try to poison you again. There we go. Alright, if you think I'm going to be worried about Lady Robin, you have another thing coming. Lady Robin is so solid and so prepared for this. They're going to be just fine. Shadowblade, on the other hand, I want to keep healing. And I could go for the kill, and I'll probably get it. There we go. So that gets another attacker off the board. Does that have a chance to stun? No, it has a chance to... Oh, it does have a chance to stun and push back, but you resisted it, Shadowblade. Good job. Good resistances. Let's do a Noxious Blast this time. So that's going to put some nice light on you, which is good. So, how do I want to play this from here? I guess I'm gonna keep having you pistol shot. And you have 11. It's possible if I get maximum damage for me to kill you right now. But you're also blighted for 5, so I only need to do the minimum amount of damage this does to not have to worry about you anymore. Which I did do the minimum damage, but that's fine, because then he takes the 5 blight and he dies. He is out of here, and you are Blitten. You are out of here. I am taking all this stuff. I am opening this chest. And the contents are mine. I am going to take these crests. A boon at last. Alright, and we're done. Let's head out. We could go back and explore that last hallway, but... I don't feel like it. That's a long way to walk for that. We made a lot of good amount of money, which is good, and we found a lot of heirlooms. The heirlooms we're going to use to upgrade the town. The money we're going to use eventually to try and outfit everybody. Any level ups? Yes, so Ginger and Cartoon Critic leveled up, and you guys all got new qualities. These are double-edged swords. Sometimes you just get bad stuff. Like here, you got, you became thin-blooded, so you have less blight resistance, Robin, and a +1 speed if your HP is below 50, so that's good. Shadowblade gained Quick Draw, +4 speed on the first round, that's pretty cool. And Ginger K's gained Paranormania, which is you're obsessed with the paranormal. That means you're going to inspect certain things without me telling you to. It's not so bad, don't worry. And Eagle Eye, so +5 critical on ranged skills. That's alright. Again, I want to eventually set you up, Ginger, to be more of a supportive unit, so I'm not planning on having you attack a lot.
The terrible wonders I have come to know.
It's possible to get severe put onto some of your quirks, which makes them harder to treat. You're never going to be able to, like, treat everything, so don't worry about that. But we unlocked the Abbey and the Tavern. These are going to unlock over time, just I have to do a certain number of missions first. So first I want to check my stagecoach, and we got some new people here. We got another Vestal, which I will take. It's good to have a background.
Pious and unrelenting.
And we are going to take this Abomination.
Tortured and reclusive. This man is more dangerous than he seems.
And we're going to take this Occultist. Oh, it didn't give me the Occultist line. It's random whether or not the... This is my ancestor who's narrating everything, by the way, and I think it's really great voice direction that they have on him. Okay, so let's name these guys. For you, I wasn't prepared to have a backup Vestal this early, so I'm actually going to wait to give you a name. See if any people request the vest. So right now you're going to be a placeholder. I will not actually bring you on any missions while you are a placeholder. I just want to grab this Vestal while I can. Ugh, man, I hate... If you don't hit enter, it doesn't keep it. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, but we have an Abomination. Did anybody sign up to be an Abomination? Yes, one person did, and that is Adrian Carr. Welcome to a horrible werewolf life. The Abomination is very interesting. You know how I said everybody usually has 4 of their 7 skills equipped at any time? The Abomination is the exception to that rule, which is, you have all 7, but that's because you have the ability to transform. This guy was on Oscar's top 10 werewolves because that's what he is. He's a horrible lycanthrope werewolf-like monster. And finally, we have an Occultist. Occultists are pretty cool. I actually don't like using them that much, but a lot of you guys wanted to be named Occultists, including the Dark Seraph. So, welcome, welcome. I'm going to actually shorten that to just Seraph. And you have the Bleed skill, which is... Oh, wait, no, that's different. Oh, no, it's the same. It's a very random heal that could do nothing, but could do a lot, and can also make you bleed. So, you know, rolling the dice on that one. We can incur... The Occultist does a lot of stuff. I'm just not very well practiced in using them. I'm hoping in this playthrough to get much better with the Occultist. Let's take a look at what you're an Eldritch Hater, which is a great thing for an Occultist to be, actually. Extra damage and less stress from Eldritch enemies, and Dipsomania. You have an intense craving for alcohol. And Adrian Carr, you have a natural eye, so you have higher AC on range skills, and... oh, okay, it's harder to relieve stress on you, so if I have, like, a jester who's doing things to relieve your stress, you're not going to get as much of a benefit from it. Speaking of relieving stress. Now that we have the oh no, we don't have the sanitarium yet, but now that we have the Abbey and the Tavern...
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful.
These are both places that you can leave somebody while you're on a mission. You can leave other characters here to lose stress, which is great. One of the annoying things is that the caretaker always goes in places and takes up a slot, so you can't always use what you want to. So we can either leave them in the cloister to meditate, the transept to pray, or the penance hall to whip themselves, and that's, you know, how they show their love to their god, I guess. Oh, your kleptomania got more severe. So I can't leave Lady Robin here right now, because the only thing you'll do for stress relief is pray. But that's okay, you're not too stressed out anyway. What I'm really worried about is Cartoon Critic, who doesn't have any particular issues. So I want to upgrade this. It's going to increase the rate of stress recovery. And... yeah, increase stress recovery and reduce the amount of money I need to spend.
And dogmatic rituals. For some, a tonic against the bloodshed.
Alright, so I spent $850 to have you spend this next week in meditation. So that's going to take care of some of your stress there, and I will have somebody else fill your spot in the roster there. And I just realized, actually, that I'm not going to be able to take this complete team. Okay, so I think my team for next time is going to be... I'm not embarking yet. Oh, strange glow at the farmstead. The comet's impact was felt here in the hamlet. The great impact toppled gravestones and kicked up a cloud of dust that covered the entire region. When it finally settled, an eerie miasma was seen to spread from the mill. It distorted the rules of time and space far beyond imagining. Venture to the miller's farm to see what has been done. Interesting. Is it like... yeah, it's an apprentice level thing. It's level 1, so maybe I should do that, like, soon. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do next time. I've never done a farmstead mission before, so... yeah, we'll have to consider doing that. That's all new to me. Now, the big problem with the Abomination is... wait, I thought it was impossible to have... did they get rid of that? Did they make it so that the Abomination can go out with... when I played it, there was a rule that the Abomination would not go on mission... or no, religious characters would not go on missions with the Abomination. So it was impossible to take the Crusader, the Vestal, or the Leper in the same party as the Abomination. But I guess they maybe got rid of that. They used to be a weird challenge of the Abomination. Maybe they decided they just weren't gonna do it anymore. Huh. That would certainly be interesting. Okay, so, we'll decide what kind of party we're taking next time. But until then,
eggs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
Yeah, this is the tavern, same kind of thing. You can leave people here to take care of their stress, but here they can go to the bar to drink, or they can go to the gambling hall to gamble, or they can go to the brothel to do things that we're not going to talk about on this channel. Ask your parents. Stress recovery, brothel. Brothel actually heals a lot of stress. That's the funny thing.
Strong drink, a game of chance, and companionship. The rush of life.
But that's it for this week. I'm the Comic Foil, and next time I guess we'll go to the farmstead. it'll be interesting. I've never done it before, and I guess we're gonna be able to have a party with the Abomination and religious units in it. This changes everything. On the Comic Foil, see you next time.